it's Nick and Nala in the back there. She always looks so grumpy. I don't know why she goes like this. But how are you guys? I hope you're doing good. The lovely gems in my eyes. This is going to be your March of 2021 monthly reading, where we will be covering a little bit of health, finances, and love. So I hope you will find this useful or helpful in some way, shape, or form. I will have the link to the extended, I have a hair in my mouth. I will have the link to the extended reading below in the description box. So if you find that it's resonating, you want to spend more time, dive in deeper, that will be below for you guys to check out after you're done watching this. And of course, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. All right, great. So let's just get right into it. So Geminis, I feel like for this month, a lot of like powerful, intense energies going on inside and probably outside of you as well. I feel like it's going to be a little uncomfortable, but also very like invigorating at the same time. It seems like you are really tapping into your divine sensuality, your sexuality, your needs, your desires. It's like you are really feeling yourself, or you may even come across someone who arouses you, just knows how to get you going. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's very much so a personal thing within you. You're becoming comfortable with yourself, exploring new waters, realizing what turns you on, what do you like, and kind of treating yourself or allowing your body to tell you what it needs. Okay, so it's a very not emotional, but just very sensual month for you. Okay, I'm seeing that the number 22, if not also the number 4, may be important numbers for you guys this month. Okay, when it comes to your health, I feel like you are very aggressive, or you're being really aggressive with yourself, and maybe not being as gentle. Like maybe, I don't know, like the way you shower or the way you scrub yourself or how you work out, sometimes you kind of overdo it, or you're not as gentle, or maybe you don't take enough time to stretch or to warm up possibly. So just be mindful that this month where you're really kind of being more gentle with your body, gentle with yourself, and not just like going into something or, being too aggressive with yourself and pushing yourself, because you could hurt yourself that way. I think you're gonna want to take better care of yourself, do more self-care. Maybe some of you don't do enough of that right now, possibly, or you just need to do a little bit more this month. You may be feeling like you're not beautiful, or you're not handsome, or maybe you feel like you're not attractive. And so that's why maybe at a certain point you just let yourself go. You're like, I don't care, whatever. But I feel like it's all in your mindset and your heart. If you feel a certain way about yourself, that's how you are. But if you feel like you are attractive, you are beautiful, you're handsome, whatever the case is, that's what you are. So you are what you believe. So if you don't think you're worth it, you're not going to take care of yourself. But if you love yourself and you value yourself, you will take better care of yourself. So I feel like that's what's going on with you in the area of your health, where you need to kind of like take better care of your body, either whether it's eating, exercising, freshening up, sometimes doing your hair, sometimes doing your makeup, or wearing cologne, or I don't know, like, you know what I mean? If you're a man or a female, doesn't matter, but not just like being like, F it, I don't care anymore. It's just small little things that you can do for yourself that will kind of like boost your self-esteem or boost your ego, make you feel better about yourself, right? It's not about always looking glam and perfect, because that's not realistic. We're humans. We have days where we don't look that good. We have other days where we look better and we feel better. But if you put a little bit effort into yourself, it changes your mood. It even probably will change how you work, right? I know for all my ladies, I can't speak for every woman, but the days we take better care of ourselves, or the days we actually take time to do our hair or our makeup and all our self-care, usually those days we're feeling pretty good, right? We're feeling more confident, we want to do more things. But on the days we're like, we don't want to do anything, right? So taking time for yourself to put more time into yourself this month. Okay, all right. So when it comes to your finances, work, school, career, I see that you are really putting your heart and soul into whatever it is that you're diving into. You may be now in a job, or you may be involved in a project, in a collaboration, something that you really love, or you're like, oh, I'm so excited about this. You're putting your whole heart, your whole soul into it, and putting a lot of love into it. And I feel like when you put a lot of love into your work, or whatever it is that you're focusing on, it's going to blossom. It's going to show. People will notice that, will see that. And you may even already have your dream job, or maybe you're getting to that point. You know that this internship or these connections, networking is going to eventually lead you to where you want to be. And so you're putting your all into every single connection, every single project, or every single career or work that you get involved into. So I just feel like you may even tap back into your own creative hobbies, things that you really like to do on a side, like could even become a side hustle, or a side hustle could eventually become your main work as well. So I just feel like you're really loving what you're doing, or you're going to put a lot of your heart and soul into whatever work or field that you do. Okay. What else? So when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating life, some of you I see could have Scorpio in your chart. And as far as a person you could be dealing with, I feel like it could be an earth sign, Capricorn first stands out, or Taurus, Virgo, or also maybe a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy that this person is embodying, or they can have one of those signs somewhere in their chart, Sun, rising, Venus, but it could be any sign, so just keep that in mind. But I see that because you are going through some kind of deep, heavy transformation or change, major change in your life this month, and I feel more so it's like an internal thing, but it's of course going to affect externally, but of course it could be both, right? But I think it's more of like an internal thing that you're going through, where you're changing, or you're just like not the same person, or you may be feeling a little bit more like irritated than usual, or a little more annoyed, or like on edge, as I like to say, this month, just because you're like, I don't know why I feel this way, and like, it just bothers me. So, you may take it out on certain people. Like usually the people you take it out on are probably the closest ones to you, right? Because you're not just gonna like take it on some random person. We're usually we can be mean sometimes to the people we love the most. So I feel like you're going to be going through some kind of major change, and it's affecting you internally, and you're like, oh, I don't know, this feels kind of icky, I don't like this. And you want to maybe express it to this person that you're talking to or you're with. Or maybe you're not talking about it, but the energy, you just feel kind of like, ugh, you don't feel that good. And you feel like you're not able to communicate it with this person, or maybe they don't hear you or you talk about it, but it feels like it goes one ear out the other for them. They're like, and you're like, did you hear what I said? Or, they're like, oh yeah, don't worry, hun, you'll be fine. Like, yeah, it's okay. And you're like, no, like, can't you see I'm feeling this way? You're not hearing me. I think it annoys you or it's going to feel annoying to you that it's like they're listening, but they're not really soaking it in. They're not listening to you. They're not paying attention. They're just kind of making it seem like it's not a big deal. And I think that just adds on to the irritation that you already feel. And you may feel that like this person, you can't relate to them possibly. It's like, I feel like I can't relate to you. You just don't have any problems. You're good. And I'm over here stressed and freaking out, and you don't even care. Or at least that's how you feel, or at least that's how they make you feel possibly. But that may not be the case. They're just occupied with other things, or they don't see it as a big deal as you do because they're not in the situation. You know what I mean? And so it looks like that's going to cause you to become a little bit cold maybe with them, want to maybe not be as sweet or as attentive, or as you just may become a little bit more aggressive, or just really cold, dry, serious, which I feel like it's not like you. It's not like your personality. And this person, they're like, whoa, like what's going on with you? Like, what's wrong? Like, why are you so moody? Why are you so grumpy, Gemini? Like, what did I do? You're like, I already told you, well, you're being like this and this and that. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're being dramatic, or what are you talking about? And so that may annoy you. And it looks like this person is maybe so heavily focused possibly on their career, work, finances, and you may think that they're being selfish or just not caring about what you have going on, and don't want to hear about your day, or don't want to hear about your frustrations. And you may also feel like this person it's like they're not listening to what you're saying, but they just want to you may feel like they just see you as like a sexual object, or like they only want to be physical with you, or they're like, oh, like they don't hear you, or they don't have continued conversation with you. They'll just give you a kiss or a hug, and it's like that's that. So it's like you don't feel content, you don't feel heard, because you need someone who can understand you or can listen to you or allow you to vent, even if it's not even a big deal. You want to feel like, I just want you to hear me. Just want you to tell me, okay, yeah, I got you. I don't need to hear anything else, but I just want to feel like I just want to feel like I can tell you what's on my mind, and then I just let it out. You know what I mean? And so I feel like that's going to cause an argument or some kind of discussion between the two of you, misunderstanding. I think you're going to get really mad at them, or this could even be, I don't even think that you're mad at them. You're mad that they're not mad, or that they're not paying attention that you're mad. They're not the cause of you being mad. You're mad at other things going on. Could be with work, other drama, with family members, friends, or just like things that you're feeling. You don't understand it. You're like, why am I in my feelings? Why am I being emotional? I don't really know. I'm just irritated, aggravated. You know, it could just be one of those months where like everything seems to be just confusing you or making you irritated. And so you want to vent to this person, or you just want to like have them tell you, yeah, it's okay, you know, I hear you, but you're mad that they're not getting mad with you, or not like hearing you. They just kind of brush you to the side, if you know what I mean. And that is going to make them frustrated, because they're like, what are you talking about? Like, I am here, I'm listening to you, I'm just busy, I have things going on. Just because I don't have the same problems as you doesn't mean I don't hear you, Gemini. I am. So I just feel like there's going to be friction. There's going to be tension between the two of you, because both of you are not maybe listening to each other in the way that each of you want to be heard, if that makes sense. I don't see this being super like, oh my gosh, this is the end. But I just think both of you are being a little bit... You could be a little bit more understanding to each other. And I think you are probably the one that will get more mad, more angry, and be more expressive about it and more explosive about it. So just be mindful of how you're saying things, or if you go off on this person and this person's more just like, what's going on? Like, I don't really get why you're so mad, but that's what makes you mad. Does that make sense? I think it'll make sense once you're in the situation, or you know what I mean. But we're going to dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to you? What they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action and move will be towards you, and then also your advice, okay? I don't see this being like such a big deal, but it's just going to feel like a big deal to you guys in the moment, and then afterwards it's just going to blow over and you'll be fine. I don't see this being like a deal breaker, like, oh my gosh, it's the end, I hate you. No, it's just a lot of emotions in the air, and just both of you needing to just sit down and hear each other, and put ego's pride to the side, okay? So we'll dive in deeper in the extended to get more information. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care and send you lots of love. Bye.